The Indian Air Force will train instructors from the Egyptian Air Force's Fighter Weapons School in advanced precision air-to-ground strike tactics and standoff weapons employment, aimed at enhancing the Egyptian Air Force's operational proficiency. Amid growing regional tensions with China, Japan's cabinet has cleared a record defense budget of over $58 billion for the financial year 2026, which is a 9.4% rise from last year. The Indian Navy is all set to order 300 MRSAM missiles from Bharat Dynamics Limited, strengthening the Navy's layered air defense capability for frontline warships. India is also set to take a call on leasing of 2 Sea Guardian MQ-9B Hail drones from the US for around 3 years next week, a move aimed at bridging critical capability gaps, as the ordered 31 MQ-9B drones will start deliveries from 2028 onward. Estonia has expressed strong interest in sourcing defense equipment from India, including air defense artillery systems, ammunition and counter-drone systems, as it ramps up defense spending and diversifies procurement beyond traditional Western suppliers. Following defense talks that also covered BrahMos missiles and submarine cooperation, Indonesia has shown strong interest in evaluating Indian radar and electronic warfare systems, which compare favorably with European offerings, and are assessed to be ahead of Chinese alternatives. L&T successfully tested its Chanakya, which is a decentralized autonomy framework enabling multiple UAV swarms to conduct coordinated missions, autonomous flocking, collision avoidance and shared surveillance without central control, enhancing survivability in contested environments. Indian space startup Digantara will deploy 2 Albatross series early warning missile detection and tracking satellites in 2026. That are designed to detect and track Pakistani ballistic missiles, cruise missiles and guided multiple launch rocket systems within seconds of launch, significantly enhancing India's space-based missile early warning and tracking capability. The Indian Army has issued a request for information for 20 tactical remotely piloted aircraft to strengthen intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance and electronic warfare capabilities. The Defense Acquisition Council has approved an extension allowing the Indian Armed Forces to sign contracts under emergency procurement powers until 15 January, extending the earlier 19 November deadline. Under these powers, the Indian Army is likely to finalize acquisitions such as Javelin ATGMs and Excalibur rounds from the United States. Developmental trials of the 350 km range Astra Mark III Beyond Visual Range air-to-air missile are currently underway, with additional test campaigns planned to validate the indigenous ramjet propulsion system, and production clearance is targeted around 2029. The Astra Mark III is optimized to target high-value assets such as AWACS refuelers and star platforms, enabling Indian fighters to threaten force multipliers from well outside traditional engagement zones. The Mach-10 hypersonic long-range anti-ship missile has successfully completed multiple flight validation tests and has now entered serial production stage, with induction targeted by 2028. It will initially be deployed as a truck-mounted land-based coastal battery to maximize survivability, flexibility and sea denial capability, while later evolving into ship-borne and possibly air-launched variants. Deployed from India's coastline, the 1,500 km range hypersonic long-range anti-ship missile can hold Pakistani warships at risk within their home ports, while forward deployment from the Andaman and Nicobar Islands would extend the Indian anti-ship coverage beyond Andaman Sea to Malacca Strait, Gulf of Thailand, and southern Vietnam maritime belt. The CEO of United Aircraft Corporation has said, the Su-57E fifth-generation fighter jet offered to India is designed for a service life of 40 to 50 years, featuring an open architecture and the ability to integrate new technologies through continuous upgrades without major redesigns. The CEO also added that the Su-57 is already being used as a testbed for several sixth-generation fighter technologies, including advanced sensors, electronic warfare, networking and propulsion systems. A major focus is manned-unmanned teaming, with the aircraft envisioned as a command and control hub capable of coordinating multiple drones for reconnaissance, electronic warfare and strike missions. United Aircraft Corporation is positioning the Su-57E as a long-term adaptable platform and a core node in a future network-centric air combat ecosystem rather than merely a standalone fighter. Today's top 3 comments.